going on, everybody? My name is Guy. This is Guy Talk Sports. Thank you for clicking on that old thumbnail I made. Got a good one today. I've been wanting to do this for a few days now. I've just been held up with some stuff. So wanted to definitely cover this topic. Going to go into the whole NIL investigation into the University of Tennessee, right? Before we dive into that topic, though, if you don't mind, there at the bottom right, I'm going to have an arrow pointing there. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button for me. Helps grow the channel, and I want this thing to grow. So here we go. Diving on into it. This story was done by Mark Long from the AP News. So NCAA is officially halting all investigations related to NIL following the preliminary injunction that we covered a week or two ago. Following that ruling, which was just a huge blow to the NCAA, right? Took away any of their teeth. If you don't recall, remember they were going around trying to, retroactively impose these guidelines, these new rules. They went after Florida State. They were going after Florida. They were going after they're going after Tennessee. Can very well bet they were going after a whole bunch of other schools as well. And now they can't. And so their president, old Charlie Baker, same guy that refused to meet with Tennessee back in December, right? That one, sent out a letter to all member schools stating that the Division I Board of Directors directed enforcement staff, quote, to pause and not begin investigations involving third-party participation in NIL-related activities, end quote. It goes on to say, quote, there will be no penalty for conduct that occurs consistent with the injunction while the injunction is in place, end quote. It's probably going to stay in place. So, and they're probably not going to win this case. So it goes on, continues, quote, I agree with this decision while the progress toward long-term solutions is underway and while we await discussions with the attorneys general. In circumstances that are less than ideal, this at least gives the membership notice of the board's direction related to enforcement, end quote. He did note that there were some specific policies related to NIL that they're still going to enforce. So it includes things like, prohibiting schools from directly paying athletes and kind of an athlete's performance, not being able to give them any, if they have a better game, giving them more money. Those are still in effect. And, this was something they had to do. And I think everyone was really just waiting around until they officially made an announcement because, everybody knew it was coming. The main reason they're having to stop these investigations is because it's illegal what they were doing. So the article also makes note about how this letter never mentions Congress, which they've made tons of pleas. They're trying to get Congress to give them where they can retain like amateur status and not have to pay athletes, right? And they're not going to get that. And so they typically will mention something like that in most of their announcements. And in this letter, he does not mention it. And so the article goes on further. It's a pretty good sized article. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing. It's a really good read though. Like I said, it's by Mark Long from the AP News. As always, any source I take from, I always try to provide the link. That way, if you want to read the article yourself, absolutely more than welcome to. The NCAA, they're going to continue to fight as long as they can because they have no other option, right? They could always quit and go home early, but this is, really their only option is to fight because they're at the very end of the line. And so, it's one of those things where if they had just, 20 years ago started working with universities, with student athletes on trying to find a better solution instead of, trying to rule with this iron fist in regards to not just student pay, but also transfers. I'm sure everybody remembers these last few years and how hard it has been for some players just to transfer, whether it be closer to home because of a sick family member or what have you. The NCAA was so strict on these things, and so instead of helping these student athletes, they just put up a wall. They put up a wall, and now they're having to face the consequences, right? And so they need to walk around with a mirror held up to their face, just so they don't forget who put themselves in this mess. It's their own fault. It'll be interesting to see where everything goes from here on out. But the NCAA, they are on their last leg. So anyway, like I said, that's all I've got today. I really, really thank you for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you, all the subscribers, all the people that have liked the episodes, commented, everything. It means so much to me. I appreciate each and every one of you for the support. If you don't mind, throw a comment down there, right? Let me know what you like about the videos, what you don't like about the videos. I want to keep improving this. I want it to be better content for you. Please like the video. And as always, please hit that subscribe button. Helps grow the channel. Thank you so much. Go Vols. I hope you're having a great day. If it's bright and early in the morning, it's going to be a great day, right? We'll see you next time.